Ito naman ay pag-uusapan natin yung computation ng deficiency interest at saka yung determination of the size of the taxpayer. Kasi magmamatter kasi yung interest rate kung alam natin kung ano yung size ng taxpayer. Dahil sa pagdating ng EOPT Act sa 11976, nagbago yung interest rate at saka yung penalty rate, yung penalty pagdating sa micro at saka doon sa small taxpayers. Mega Builders Corporation reported gross sales of 1.5 billion. So ito yung large taxpayers dito. So sila ay subject sa 25% at saka doon sa 12% din na interest rate. In 2026, the BIR conducted audit and found a basic deficiency of 10 million. Yun yung kanilang basic deficiency tax. So ang laki. The BIR issued a final assessment notice, yung PAN na tinatawag natin, na may due date na June 30, 2026. So, naabutan sila ng FAN. Pag naabutan ka ng FAN, yung computation ng 12% mo ay magsisimula dito, doon sa deadline ng tax return na pag-file hanggang sa FAN due date. Now, in this case, since this is related to 2024 ITR, so ito ang due date dito ay April 15, 2025. So from here hanggang dito, simula sa April 16 hanggang sa June 30, 2026. Ito yung nakalagay dito. Okay. June 30, 2026. Hanggang dyan, yun yung computation ng interest. Okay. Dito din, ang nangyari dito, let's assume na on time yung filing ng tax return ng BIR, ng taxpayer. Wala namang sinasabi ito na late. So therefore, makakaiwas siya doon sa 25% na penalty. So, hindi siya ma-apply pag ganito na mga case. Pag on time yun, yung pagbayad ng original na tax return na under audit, yung nakita nila na deficiency na 10 million ay wala din yung penalty na 25%. So, not applicable at this time. Not applied. Okay, so therefore, ang i-compute lang natin ay yung kanyang interest rate. So, tatandaan natin na yung kanyang interest rate ay 12% per annum, or that is equivalent to 365 days. So, ganun talaga ang gagamitin na number of days pagdating sa pagko-compute ng interest ng BIR. Okay. Now, dito, okay, so, kung titingnan natin, so if we're going to compute the interest from April 15, 2025 hanggang 2026 June 30, kung bibilangin yan, aabot yan ng 441 days. Okay, kaya na lang yung magko-compute in detail. Basta lahat yun, 441 days. So, kung i-over yan sa 365, so multiply mo siya sa 12%. Then, i-multiply mo siya doon sa 10 million. Okay. Yun yung deficiency interest rate na, or interest na mako-compute natin. So, just try to calculate, that should be 449,863. Now, let's try to verify kung tama ba yung ginagawa natin. So, 10 million times 12%. Okay. 10 times 441 divided by 365. So, that's 1,449,863. So, we got the correct answer dito. Okay, so tama yung natin yung answer. So, in here, we The approximately, yung ano dito is yung malapit sa kanya is letter B. In answering question, pagdating sa board exam, if you cannot find the exact answer, hanapin yung pinakamalapit doon. Okay? Na kung ano yon. So, ito naman, obviously, ito, alam natin yan. Okay? Tapos, hindi ito. Kahit na 1.2 yan, pero 6% yung ginamit. So, yun. So, you can validate any of this information na pwedeng mag-match doon sa computation mo. Yun lang yung gawin. Okay. Now, let's try to twist a bit pagdating dito sa ating what if natin na question. What if the Mega Builders Corporation has a gross sales of 18 million? So, kung ganon, mabibilong siya sa small taxpayer. In this case, ang kanyang interest rate pala is 6%, hindi 12%. So, you can recompute. So, 18. So, yung kanyang tax doon. Pero, okay, again, yung ano lang man dito, I don't think so naabot sa 10 million yung kanyang deficiency kung 18 million lang. Yan 18 million lang yung kanyang sales. So anyway, the point is that yung interest rate ay bababa doon sa 6% na lang. Okay? So that would be all for this multiple choice question.